So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back with some more FIFA 15 action. This time no gameplay for you guys, but we have about 5 minutes or so of transfer deadline day discussion and what's going to be happening. So Laporte, they weren't having the 19 million bid that I put in beforehand. They wanted around 25 million or so. So the first thing I did, dive straight in to see if there's any players that could possibly switch out between the two, but there really isn't anyone that I want to get rid of specifically. So put in a bid for around 23 million, try and save a couple of million and see what they manage to come back with. Phil Jones accepted the contract that I gave him before, wanted an extra 10 grand a week, so that was all hunky-dory. So moving through to the last day, 10 hours left. Mandzukic actually going to Arsenal. Good signing there for the Gunners. So Laporte, they did accept it. Went in there to do the wages and everything and realised that I didn't have enough. A fault on my part, so I had to go back into the financial part and just sort of change the budget split between the transfer budget and the wage budget. That shouldn't be a problem, and we have a lot of money left, still 40 million. That probably not going to be buying anyone else. We made a lot of big signings throughout the course of the last couple of weeks. So Laporte wanted 100 grand a week, a 4-year contract. Not too bad. I gave him a squad role of important first team player, just to hopefully he'll accept that. I mean, he's got to remember he's at Manchester United now, so he's going to have to work his way in the team if he does accept that contract. See some of the top deals there. Falcao going to Real Madrid for 77 million. So Laporte did accept it. So we have snapped up a centre-back and a left-back can play there as well. And his value is 32.5 million, so not bad at all. See Cavani obviously going to Manchester United and company going to Chelsea from Manchester City. So we did have an offer from for Michael Carrick from Augsburg. 1.8 million. I wasn't really fussed. I said, okay, you can have him. That's not a problem. His value is not even worth it anymore. Pushed through a little bit further. We had a big offer here for Javier Hernandez. Bayern Munich say 17 million. And I thought, okay, well, let's try and up this slightly. We'll say 21, and we'll see what the German side will think about that. They have money. I'm sure if they want him, they'll splash out a little bit more cash. I didn't need Hernandez anymore. That's why I put him on the transfer list. Cavani had a great first game. So they said that they weren't going to be spending 21, but they did put an offer in of 19 million. So I thought, okay, you can have Chicharito. He's unhappy. He's not really doing the business, obviously. So he is on his way to the big German side. So 4 hours left. I really wanted to get rid of some of my loan players, the youth side of things, but no one was really coming in for any of them. Jesse Lingard, there was an offer for him from West Bromwich Albion to loan him out for the season, but just seemed like no one else wanted any of the young players. So I'm going to have all these youth players that aren't going to be playing now, sitting on the bench or sitting in the reserve side, not doing much, which is rather disappointing. And we will have a quick look in a minute at all the transfers for all the teams. So you can see Arsenal bought in Mandzukic. Aston Villa bought in Michu. Sold Benteke. Cardiff just bought in Kozak. Company went to Chelsea for 34 million. Crystal Palace didn't end up buying anyone. Everton bought in Mata, Moreno. Sold Barkley. Fulham, they bought in quite a few players. 6.2 million spent there. Leicester bought in Badiso. Liverpool didn't buy anyone. Thought they would have bought someone possibly. Man City bought in Palmer, Brown and Price. And obviously we spent 81 million. We sold 34.7 million on players. So not too bad there. Newcastle bought in Zaha and Erdnik for 8.5. Norwich bought in Huth, 7.7 million for them. QPR didn't splash the cash. Southampton just bought in Cleverly. Tottenham didn't make any transfers either. Stoke bought in a player for 8.5 million. Michu went from Swansea. Lingard went to West Bromwich Albion. West Ham bought in Neves. And that is that. So that is all the transfers done. You can see the top deals there. Falcao was the big signing to Real Madrid. What can he do? We just weren't going to spend that kind of money. And we got to think a pretty good bargain with Cavani. Hopefully he will do the business this season. So next up is the international side of things. Stay tuned for that. This was a squad player that had been looked up, Lee Morris. He has the potential of being a pretty good player. We'll have to stay tuned to see how he does. But the first match in the European Cup qualifiers is Turkey and then Portugal. That will be all happening in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Head over to FIFAcoinsale.com for 5% off all coins. And until next time, take care.